it just kind of pushed it lower. The confidence that I got onto a little bit on the short side was, obviously due to this break. I mean, it's just a super clear standard head and shoulder. You can measure, some targets. This one, actually exceeded it, but I mean, it was just kind of as clear as day, especially after you can see a nice 5-wave move up. So that's I was talking yesterday, and I put a video up on YouTube too about, and you guys saw it in yesterday's video, how, after you create kind of a 5-wave move, what we're looking for. I mean, even in here, you could see Tesla 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And then you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decline, and then you short the B wave rally or the wave 2 rally. You don't know what's going to be, if it's going to be a 2 or if it's going to be a B, but that offers the shorting opportunity. And then, obviously, you're watching. I mean, you can short exactly as it's moving higher, because that's a bit risky, or you can start with the small positions, let's say maybe with a quarter, and then once the market starts to confirm that it's weak, then you're adding to that position on the short side. You're having your stops above that high, and then sometimes you can even put them up a little bit higher. It's all a matter of your kind of risk preference, but this level here, after it gets confirmed, it's a pretty good place, because then it means that the market shouldn't go above there, right? If you're right. And then, as it's breaking down, then even on a break of the head and shoulder, stuff could be added. Sometimes what happens is, they break the head and shoulder down, and then it goes up again, making everybody believe, oh, it's holding, and then it breaks, right? So it creates some kind of a 1, 2, 1, 2, a bit longer, and then it breaks down. And here it created one that's sideways. So if you're looking at this, you see 1, 2, and then you're flushing down. So now how do you count this? Do you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? You can, because then this is the smallest wave. So it's almost like you got to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 4, and 5. So the expectation is that Tesla will still go sideways to down for a little bit more. Before this whole move here, at least the one from this level down, it exhausts itself. And then once it does exhaust itself, then maybe there's another 4th wave in here that matches this wave 2, if this becomes a 5-wave move in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and only then you're getting your ABC. So things last longer than we think because of this, because of the subdivisions that are not fully completed. Now, it could be just an ABC down, and Tesla holds these levels. Let's say that this is, I don't even put fibs on here, but maybe this is like a 61.8. Let's say this whole move back here, and then it does something like this, and it starts to move. I mean, I know there is a feud going on here between Trump and Elon, and it was all over Twitter and what have you. Tesla, it's got a little bit of a trouble because their earnings are just not there, right? They've been having declining earnings. From what I've seen, their earnings line, it's not heading in the right direction. So, that being said, there's a lot of stuff associated with the stock, and I don't want to get into all of that. It's just kind of pure price action. But it's for any company that it's struggling to make money, or has issues, the being long it's a bit harder than necessarily being one that has good earnings. Doesn't mean that even the one with the good earnings is going to go up, because sometimes they get flushed down too, but the chances are a bit better. Anyway, so this is what I think is going on with Tesla. I would not be a hero here to try anything on the long side. The stock is a bit damaged. It's probably going to have some work to do. Even for a C wave, it's kind of long if it's an ABC, and it's kind of out of structure. So I think what's going on in here, we're probably having a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that's just wave A. And then we'll probably get a B and then another C down. But we'll see kind of down the line how that works. We can take a look, since we're at Tesla, let's just kind of take a look at this. It's very possible that this you know, now that we kind of failed here, I mean, as I'm looking at it, it's very possible that this was already a five-wave move. And this was some kind of an A, B, C, X, A, B, C, four-wave B right there. And we're beginning the next decline low. I know it sounds dramatic, but look at this, right? You're having basically almost like a trend line in here, and you're having the shoulder on the right. So if you're starting to attack this and you start to break, you know what's going on. So basically, what I would be watching on Tesla right now, look at the volume. What I would be watching on Tesla right now would be for this wave to exhaust itself, like I said, right? I would not short it at the current stage. If you know miss the short, you miss the short. That's the way it is. And then watch for a move back there somewhere, right? It's got to do some kind of an ABC, and then that provides the next leg lower. See what happens then. That's the only way. What I would try something else with Tesla. If we go on the weeklies, yeah, it made a new high, but I mean, it had all the chances to continue to go, saying that this was some kind of a correction in here, and it needed to go, but then it failed. So now, obviously we're going to be watching, like I said, we're probably going to be watching this here, like what's going on with this trend line, and if it's going to crack, and if this was just, let's say, just a big WXY, up into those levels, like somewhere like a B wave, and then you're looking for, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back into 100, and that completes it, and then it goes back. So just my thoughts on it. I'll leave it at that. I'll talk to you probably on Saturday if I can make a video then. Bye.